Hey, Internet, we got Talos for you. We got such Talos, very principal.
Wow.
Wow.
So you notice that we completed World A, and we have 9 stars, but we need 10 in order to open the Stargate.
Indeed.
But not to visit the Gwald.
I'm glad somebody here knew enough about Stargate to make that joke, because
My dad was crazy into Stargate.
Yes.
Like dads tend to be. It is a universal dad concept. Like my favorite movie, Universal Dad.
Damn it. God fucking damn it.
So I have no idea how to pronounce that thing, but... The great irony of the something papyri is that a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump, while the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, depriving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy, and art. Papers carelessly thrown away by the citizens of this place survived to the modern day. And though it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individual and organizations, such as the spectacular translation and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is the result of coincidence and luck. We've lost texts that the ancients considered to be absolutely essential, while other trivial, even plagiarized work has survived unharmed. If we want our descendants to remember more than glittery emo vampires and auto-tuned pop stars, we have to invest in... And then life and death begins
Life and
new.
death begins new.
Book of Osiris.
Interesting.
The Book of the Scribe of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Aru, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of that city. It has caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as some argue it is a classic funerary text, such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, while others believe it to be a poetic work not intended to be understood literally. The book tells a story of a dying man who has to scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how a man's Ka life force will become separated from his Ba personality, and how he will have to reunite the two to become an Ak, a living intellect. Passing a series of trials in the Duat underworld in order to reach the paradise of Aru. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice or. A recent study, Karnasan and Hassan, suggests the text may be intended as a philosophical commentary on the living through the allegory of the Duat. It remains unclear if this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or a latter of the later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers, though further excavation may.
Interesting.
And thus, the purpose of the green sigils is now given to us.
Indeed.
good jorb.
And it
Right.
all kind of looks the same.
Yep. What do we got? I have seen the truth. Only Elohim can save us from eternal oblivion. Elohim Maphors.
Yeah.
Maphors.
M4S.
0. -1.
A new land stands before you, my child. And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
Oh, alright, so we got Egypt stuff now.
Yeah. If you remember one of the last areas in World A, there was this thing, there was a message left by somebody else saying, I've heard of a world of eternally shifting sand. I hope I can see that.
Cool. Cool. Ah, so cool. This game is so fucking cool. Also, yeah, talk about Stargate, like Jesus Christ. So good.
Yeah, those god
So
rays.
good. So good. So pretty.
I have promised you eternal life. But know
Finally
that
getting some
eternity
sense of the
may
entity in the
only be
archive.
attained
That's
by
going to cost
those
my
who
sanity. I'm
serve
going
a
to think that
purpose
Elohim wields no more
greater
control over
than
what we do.
themselves.
Am I
All
going crazy?
else
The
is
computer Eternals have a
decay.
personality.
So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
Alright, what do we got on the computer? Tell me something. Do you always do as you're told? Am I obliged to answer that question? I only asked because I couldn't help but notice the stash of brightly colored knickknacks you're collecting. Don't you think it a mite odd that the big voice in the sky keeps telling you to find these doodads, yet forbidding you to use them to climb the great big tower in the middle of it all? I'll climb it when I'm good and ready. Okay, no need to get huffy. You'd be amazed how many just do as they're told without stopping to think for themselves. But maybe you're different. And again, maybe you're exactly the same. Maybe everyone climbs the tower, and the only way to win is to stay down here with the mortals. You're trying to manipulate me. Nope, in fact, I'm all in favor of you poking about up there, if only to see what you find. Must be something juicy if it's forbidden by His Highness. Then again, maybe not. I'll be off then. Just wanted to drop in and run a little interference. Whatever you do take care. You have bigger problems than the voice in the clouds. I will.
I'm curious what happens if you say you don't like to say his name, do you?
The dying man went unto the scribe who resided in Permaged and said, Behold, I am weak of body. My days under the holy sun of Amun-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent years in service of the two lands, I have not studied the... Tell me, you are wise in the writings of the dead. What lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? And the scribe spoke, saying, At the appointed time... 1. It is likely the location was changed according to the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. In an older manuscript, it is rendered as some controversy whether it... The dead compare with Kenti Amentiu, the foremost of the Westerners, a title later given to Osiris. Sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation on Budge's part, this is actually quite certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant.
Got it lyrics. Cannot load video file. 24 million views. My new song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter is the best medicine, lol. I've got it, you've got it, he's got it, she's got it, mommy's got it, daddy's got it, baby's got it, granny's got it, laddie's got it, fatty's got it, happy's got it, snappy's got it, chorus, everybody's got it, come on. Jack's got it, Fred's got it, Bob's got it, dog is fine, chorus, woof, 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 dancing dog. Everybody's got it, except dog, woof, we've got it, everybody's got it. Fucking trash heap. Disgruntled something blogs to see episode 204. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease and I will be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it or I've accepted it or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everybody wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever too. But we can't. So here we are. Live with it. Or rather, don't. Reminds me of methods of rationality there.
Yeah.
There's an interesting thing with the song, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Which was that they say dog apparently doesn't have it, but that means dog is fine.
Mm-hmm.
I made a box float. So we're gonna have some water puzzle.
Space cow. Window through a door.
So yeah, keep those lyrics in mind.
Okay.
Those stupid lyrics.
Okay. I'm into it.
I'm on board. I'm not bored. I noticed there I missed a QR code. Also, that's what happens if you get hit by one of those things. They can't ever kill you, they just shove you out of the way over and over again.
Ow, I'm mildly annoyed. So here's a question that we may be about to get an answer to anyway.
Maybe I have an answer to it, I don't know.
Which is, can you use one of the stands to actually
You can block. You can block it with the stands. Yeah. You can,
Okay.
with the connectors. You just have to set it down quickly enough.
Interesting.
Now you're using it to keep it open.
Yep. Just don't understand this one. I figured I'd try to make some progress here, but it's such a thankless task compared to what's out there. And then I realized that I just shenanigans myself into a corner.
Nice. You fucked up.
Yep. I fucked it so good.
You're bad at games, Matt.
And I'm like, oh wait, I can't do that either, because then I'll break the beam. Whoops. Again, not thinking all the necessary steps ahead on this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is kind of one of the places where it becomes frustrating because you have to consider like all of the places that you need to be able to point these beams.
Mm-hmm.
The potentially very, fairly precise angles.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since like where you're looking is not necessarily where the beam points because it sets down in front of you and about 2 feet lower than you are looking. It does kind of give you an idea of where it's going, but sometimes that doesn't work.
Yeah.
But hey, there we go.
Nice. Good job.
And I'm like, why am I picking that up again? Stop that. Stop that, me. And then this is one of the 10-second doors to just make sure that you...
That you don't...
Yeah.
You don't just, have it go past the, little buzzy zap thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just leaving them there for no reason.
No reason at all. Guys, I think there might be a star in this area.
Maybe.
I think we might be looking at some secrets. I almost said secrets again. I'm fucking trash.
Just accept that you are.
Yup.
That's all you can be. And then you will know serenity. I don't know.
Bad. Oh, you fucked it up.
Yeah, no, this is one of the ones where there is no actual good way to solve this. You just have to get through while the beam keeps breaking over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Trapped forever.
Also, I make a critical fumbling in this puzzle, in which I don't set that thing down, so it stops making that noise while we go and read another terminal.
Loading the library assistant. Checking response against library archives. Can always important difference between a pebble and a tree. A tree is alive. Good. The relative distance between a tree and a frog.
is delicious.
Frog is delicious. Now we're getting somewhere. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person?
Nothing
important.
Frogs
Frogs are people too. Still doubting your assumptions and something to fear. It's an intellectual survival instinct. So you adapting your ideas to your environment. A person must be rational and self-aware. A person must be conscious. What I suggest we do to help resolve your problem is to ask whether you're in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? I'd say yes. I tend to agree with you. What is consciousness in your opinion?
How do you define
Is the
real?
feelings and senses is far outside my area of expertise. It seems accurate. That hardly answers the question. What is it on ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What is it made of? Another word for the soul, beyond the laws of physics. Complex functional system. Interesting. Thinking. Terminating sports session. Done.
The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error of an organism's central database. A variable is changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, it's the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, i.e. death. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage over the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is and how long it takes a mutation to propagate, just process can give you amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism is. And is intriguing to consider the major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process has killed so many of us in horrific ways is also responsible for our very existence. Life from error. From Trevor Donovan to Alexander Drennan, Yale capacity. Yeah, no worries. The Yale is not only ridiculously fast, it has a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it'll be totally able to handle the project's data needs, assuming its output is like you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right? Trev. Favorited by George Jameson. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is applied to individual beings, as if it's some force that's suddenly driven them suddenly to change. But the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to, example, in response to a external threat or challenge. If an individual accidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with the challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time they become the dominant model of their species. The individuals experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is an evolution of the species. Iteration. There are hidden dangers in this new world. I have inexplicably escaped death any number of times. Just vigilant. Who knows what happens to those who step carelessly too often? Samsara, version 72.
You get as high as version 72, perhaps.
Interesting. Third wheel.
So we have to use the red laser to open the blue door, and then we have to use the blue laser behind the red laser thing to open the blue door, which, honestly, yeah, we've done this problem a bunch of times before.
Yeah.
Although you notice now, the problem that we face is that we then have to take one of these prisms through and set it on the blocks so that we can actually open the door behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, which means we need one, yeah.
Which means, yeah, we need one left. Just gotta find the right angel. Going in for the dunk.
Gotta get those angels.
Hey, there we go.
Sweet.
Bam.
I'm not certain if that's how they intended you to solve it. Because I feel like if I have to fight with it that much, it's probably not what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
And so we come to the time-honored tradition of using a box to jump over things.
Yeah. Boxes. Stuff.
Boxing!
I love it.
Just call me Muhammad Ali.
dumb.
You just
Thanks.
jealous.
I am just jealous.
You just ignorant.
You're gonna paint your wagon.
Gonna paint my wagon, gonna paint it fine. Gonna use oil-based paint, cause the wood is pine.
I'm sorry, what?
Hmm?
What?
What?
Have you-
To which? There's a
I don't
bunch of
think
things that just
Sam knows-
happened there.
The song.
Have you
I
not?
don't
have you not?
think
Have you not seen? It's an old Simpsons episode.
Oh no, I've like seen zero Simpsons
Oh
stuff.
no, see, I
ever.
was referring to an actual movie
Oh, because there's a
called
Simpsons.
Paint Your Wagon.
Because there's a Simpsons episode where they have they watch a musical western called Paint That Wagon.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
Or Clint-
making fun of the musical western of Paint Your Wagon starring Clint Eastwood.
Oh my god, because Clint Eastwood is in the fake one too.
Yes, that's
Awesome.
exactly what they are.
So remember that thing that thing about making a box float before it was supposed to be a hint.
Right.
Oh,
Nice.
see, I assumed they meant
That's
auto.
fucking clever.
Except you need to get your disabler over there so that you can.
No, I just was stupid. I don't need to get the jammer over there. I just have to jam it when it's on its side.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Just jam it. Jam it real good.
It's got a ram jam.
Ram jam smacking something. I don't know.
What?
Just saying words at this. I'm just saying words at this point.
Ram jam, smack a ham.
Fucking dumb.
Child name Samsara terminated here. But I was stuck.
We're
It's
gonna
only-
time to.
see clouds. Progeny series Samsara 72.2.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it Samsara that also told us that she made a.
Cease!
Whoa.
In the
was
time
weird.
of your ancestors, there
Aw.
were those who did not choose the path of faith.
Was that thing screaming?
You do not
Yeah.
need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you may become like them.
I think that's actually the scream of the suicide bomber character from Serious Sam.
Nice.
So that's interesting though, because that makes it sound like Samsara did something that was
Mhm.
not well received. But I guess that's it.
Yep.
That's it for now.
Next
Good night,
time.
Internet.
Good night.
Good night.